Thursday Facebook Live. It's 6 o'clock, so we are back again for another live. Right, what do I need to do? I think camera is okay. I've gone with last week's setup because that was better, so fingers crossed, all is good. I'll just give everyone a few minutes to arrive. So I'm sorry, not sorry for tonight's topic. We are talking Christmas in July. So I have gone all festive with some Christmas tree earrings. I would have gone Christmas jumper, but way too warm, so that's not happening. So I have got a little bit of festive, and I'm on brand because I've got my Highland Cow scrunchie in, which will make sense in a little bit. Hi, Molly. So just give everyone a chance. Hi, Anne. Just give a few minutes for everyone to join us and get here. I have got some dates for your diary, which I'll start with, and then I'll recap at the end for those that sort of join us. July is busy for me. Thanks, Molly. Apparently the camera looks all right. That's great. So yes, dates for your diary. July is very busy. I am up to lots. So first pop up in the month is at Bolsover. That's on Saturday the 11th of July, and that is 10 till 1. Hi, Nicola. Lamport Hall is the quilting show that's in Northamptonshire, so this is the one where they pop us in the stables. It's a bit quirky, this one, so really nice one if you haven't been and you can visit. That's the 17th to the 19th of July. And then my next pop-up in Whitwell is the 25th of July, so that's 12:30 till 3. That's an afternoon one. Both at Bolsover and Whitwell, it's free parking. I'm not sure what the parking is at Lamport. It's a big country estate, so I'm sure it will be absolutely fine. I don't know if there's any coaches coming or anything like that. If you are coming to Lamport Hall, let me know. That would be great to know. Hi, Sarah. So I've got a few of you here, which is great. So yeah, tonight is all about Christmas because the delivery has finally come. So housekeeping, as always, if you want anything, just comment that you want to buy it. If you're watching on replay, feel free to send me a message to say that you're after something. Let me know what it is. If you can just mention the fabric name if you've got it, that'd be great. Otherwise, Pam's just sent me a message. Can't wait till Monday to see the Christmas fabric. I can't see the rest of that, Pam, because it's not come up. But hopefully, oh, I can actually, because I can look on my iPad. Let's see. I will be bringing it on Monday though, Pam. So. Oh, you can't wait, so you're watching now. Oh, hopefully you're watching. Yes, you are watching. Hi, Pam. So yeah, I'm super excited by this one. Housekeeping. I will send invoices out tonight as usual. Everything's on a first come first served basis. I get the feeling that this collection is going to be quite popular, and I'm regretting not ordering more, but we are where we are. So if you want something, do let me know. Posting out 48-hour tracked as usual, so it's £3.30 for your small, for your large letter, £4.50 for your small parcel, and it's capped at that, so it will come out just as that. There are some live offers tonight which I will be adding to the website, so if anyone's been sneaky this afternoon, you will notice that the fabric is on the website. If you search for Celtic Christmas, it is there. But the bundles aren't. I've not put the bundles on, I've held them back for the live, so you guys get first dibs at those. So let's get stuck in. So Celtic Christmas is here. So Highland Cows and Christmas fabric just seems absolutely perfect. So the first one that we've got is this really lovely Highland Cows, and they are in festive foliage. So it's ivy, mistletoe and holly that it's with. Now, for those of you that remember the Highlands collection, this is Nita, the Highland Cows. It's so exciting. So yes, Highland Cows. So this was very similar design to the Highlands. They have just added some festive feels to it, and it's all the fabrics that I've gone for have all got that sort of traditional Christmas green, but with like a sort of icy blue with it as well. So they do all work beautifully together. So pricing wise, it is your usual prices. So it's £7 for your half metre, 14 for your metre, fat quarters are £3.50, and we have got bundles coming up in a bit. So this is your first one. Obviously, if you just say yes to everything as we go along and it ends up being a bundle, I will do it as a bundle for you because there is a bit of a saving on that side of things. So this is Highlands on Festive Sage, so it is that really sweet sagey colour. So that's fabric number one. You can see why I'm quite giddy about these. They are lovely. Now, the next one is a really nice blender that goes with, will go with lots of projects really. So it's on a cream and it's this sort of icy blue, and if you can see there, and I'll try and hold it steady for the camera to get it, it's a little festive Christmas tree. So you've got yeah, it's like little swirls that make up the Christmas tree with a little star on the top. Hi Jan! So this is the second one in the collection from Celtic Christmas that we've got, and is Christmas trees on cream. So £7 for your half metre, 14 for your metre, and £3.50 if you want a fat quarter of that one. Now, some of these are, you wouldn't really think that they're massively festive, but they do become festive when you put them together. This one is a winter blue check, so sorry if that is sending your eyes a little bit funny, but it's just a really lovely check. You got your package, Jan, that's great. And you got back, I'm assuming you got back safely from the Hollybobs as well, because you haven't said that you didn't. So hopefully it was a smooth journey for you. So yeah, this is winter blue check, and it's got a little green stripe through it. So the colours all pulled together with all of the other fabrics, so they work really nicely together. Hi Susan. So you've got £7 for your half metre of this one. Again, 14 for your metre, £3.50 for your fat quarter. So that's winter blue check. And then we have another sort of festive floral one here. So this is Holly Leaves, and it's on a silvery background. So you can see what I was saying about sort of the greens and the blues running through this. So it's really nice and wintry, so would go through the whole season. So it's not necessarily just going to be good for Christmas, it would work for throughout the whole season really. So you could have it right through sort of December, January, because it's got that sort of winter foliage on it, and those really nice sort of wintry colours. So this is holly on a silver background, and you've got little mistletoe, mistletoe on there, and holly berries and things like that. So that's that one. Then next we have thistledown. Now they call this iced forest. I think it's a very sort of deep blue, but it's sort of a greeny blue, if that makes sense, which is why it works really nicely with the collection. So it's little thistle heads, and you've got a little sort of snowflake motif. I'll try and zoom in and see if you can get that little snowflake motif on there. So it's all Lewis & Irey in this collection, so 100% cotton, and it's on your pre-shrunk cotton, which is lovely because you can just get stuck straight into your sewing project, which is really nice. And I have got some project ideas to share with you in a bit. I've gone into my product stash and got you a few out to see, just sort of some ideas. We're less than 6 months away from Christmas, so we do need to be thinking about our makes. This is the second design that's got Highland cows on it. So this is on a gingham background, so they call it Icy Meadow, so it's like your green and your blues. Coordinates in really nicely with the others, and then you've got your little Highland cow, and it's a nice one. It's multi-directional, so there's no right or wrong way for these cows to go. You'll notice some of them are standing on their heads, some of them are on their bottoms, some of them are standing on their feet. So how lovely would this be for bunting? Just this fabric, drench your bunting just with this, use it for your top, make your binding for the top as well. I think that would be lovely, and you would get your bunting just out of 1/2 metre piece. So there's my first project idea for you. So £7 for your half metre, £3.50 for your fat quarter, and 14 for your metre piece. Now there's 2 more fabrics in the collection before we get on to bundles. There is a double border print, and we all know my thoughts on double border prints. Absolutely love them. So here you have the little Highland cows in the field with the snow on the top of the mountains, the sort of Christmassy trees. I call them my Lapland trees. So for those of you that don't know, I got married in Lapland. And trees that are like this with snow on the top of them remind me of the trees that were in Lapland. Bit cheesy, but you know, it was amazing. Loved it. So whenever I see trees like this, it kind of reminds me of that. Not that there was any Highland cows there, by the way. And then you go up into this sort of pinky bluey sky, and again it features that snowflake motif on it, so ties in with the other fabrics. So just to give you an idea of how the double border works, so it goes selve edge to selve edge, and the border runs up both sides. So these are great for bags, cushions, all those sorts of things. Little Highland Cow top if you fancied a top, that'd be quite cool. So again, same price as the others, so £7 for your half metre, 14 for your metre. I think the double border is my favourite, Pam, but then I am a sucker for a double border. Yeah, and it's the border ones are difficult. I mean, Table Runner kind of springs to mind. I might have to have a go at designing something else with the double borders. So I do use them. Sorry, I'm just looking. There's a cushion there, but I can't reach it. I use them for cushions and bags. Yeah, I haven't got any bags. I might try and whip something up, Anne, for next time. Just for some ideas of. In fact, that's our whole live, isn't it? Double borders and what to do with them. Just writing that down. Love it when we have a plan. In fact, I could sneak some double borders into my live. I've come up with a plan for next week, so we can come up with that. So, next panel in this collection. So, this is a yard panel. So, it's just short of your metre, and it's split into 4. And I'll measure these in a second, because I really haven't, and I should have. But you get 4 panels. So, you get these guys. Now, I think this is going to be super nice for cushions, bags, or a little quilt. I'm just trying to sneak to make sure that I'm showing you. So there's your Highland Cow with his little Christmas hat on. And then at the bottom you've got this guy on the red background with the trees in the background. And then on the other corner you've got the guy in his little Santa hat again. So back those with each other, and you've got 2 cushions. Back them with one of the others, and you've got something else. Let me try and go back so you can kind of get a feel for the whole panel. I'm tall, but I'm not quite tall. No, I am quite tall enough. So that is your Highland Cow panel. So your panel is £15, and I've got 10 of those. So once they are gone, they are gone. So yeah, love those. £15 for that one. Oh, I was going to measure them, wasn't I? Let's see. So each of the squares, they're actually rectangles if I look at it, but you could trim them to be squares, are 22. Well, that makes sense actually, doesn't it? Half of the width, so 22 by 18. So you could trim those down to like an 18 by 18 cushion, or square them off with some panels, with a bit of panelling either side to make them 20-inch cushions. There's loads that you could do with that. They really are super, super lovely. And I don't know if the camera's actually quite doing the colours justice. This is like a really bright postbox red colour. So I do really, really love that. So, bundle-wise, your options are... the last bundle has got the panel and the border print in. The first few haven't. So, I'll go through what's in each of the bundles. So, we've got a fat quarter bundle, which is 21, which has got your Highland Cows on the festive one to start with that was on the sage background. The trees on cream. The winter blue check. The holly and mistletoe and things on the silver background, thistledown on your forest, dark blue, green, whatever you want to call it, and then your Highland Cows on gingham, icy meadow gingham. So £21 for your fat quarters for that one. So that's your fat quarter bundle. I've made 6 of them to start with because I'm starting to prep for shows, but I can do more if they don't last. Then I've got some of our £20 bundles, so half metres. So you get 3 half metres, and again, if you want to change the combination because you want a different combination to what I've done, absolutely fine. Just ping that in your message to me and we will sort that. So your first bundle, you've got the silver holly and mistletoe on your silver background. You've got your thistledown with your snowflakes on your forest greeny dark blue, and you've got your Highlands on the meadow. Hi Alexis. On the meadow gingham. So that is half metre bundle 1. Then the second half metre bundle has got the Highlands on the iced sage with your holly and everything. It's got your cream Christmas trees and your winter ice. Now, I think those two together, and I'm just going to grab them to show you. If you're not wanting something that screams Christmas, how lovely are they together? So it gives you a bit of a Christmassy feel, bit of a Christmassy nod. Napkins for your table. Oh, love it. So those, if you didn't want the Highland Cows because you're not a Highland Cow fan, you can have the squares, Pam. So we've got 9 of those left now, guys. So yeah, there's so much options for things to do with this, but if you're not a Highland Cow fan, you could just pull the 4 fabrics out that don't have the Highland Cows on, and they work just as nicely together. So for £40 you have got a bundle that's got all 6 of those that I've just showed you, so you can split and just have a half, a bundle with 3 or a bundle with 6. The choice is yours. Then I have got a super duper bundle, so you've got a metre piece of all of them. You've got your squares panel, and you've got a metre of the double border print. So this would do all of your festive sewing. So 6 metres, the squares panel and the border print, and that's 185. So sounds a lot, but when you break it down, you're making a nice saving there, and you could get loads of your Christmas presents, napkins, all sorts made out of that. So that's an option for you as well. So those are the bundles, and you can see now why I was desperate for this collection to come. It's super lovely. I can't wait to get sewing with it, but I've got 110 other things to do before I can even get there, really. So last week I promised I would come up with some project ideas for you, you know, if you're thinking about what to do, etc. And one of the things I said was, you don't always need Christmas fabric to make Christmas things. So traditional Christmas stocking made in Christmas fabric. So this is from the Peace and Joy range. This one here is actually from this is Starburst. I think that's from Honeybee or Evergreen. That was a really random one that I put in, but it was just the gold metallic. And then it's got the blue stars inside. All of those are available on the website, I do believe, but message me if you fancy them. But there's your traditional stocking. It's got a cuff on it, so you can put it up if you want to, fold it down, a little hanging loop to hang it by the fire. Lovely. Now, what about making that just in the person's favourite fabric? So say, for example, they're a dancer. Let's go disco balls. So you can personalise your Christmas sewing for people, still make something that's festive, but then tailor it to everyone. 2 panels with 4 on, and will you bring the others with you Monday? Your brain is in overdrive. Of course I can, Sarah. There is time to have a think about that, but 2 panels have your name on them. And we can have a look on Monday, and you can see what you fancy, if anything else. Perfect. So Pam, yes please Sarah. Not sure what the yes please Sarah was for. I've put you down for the squares. If there's something else, let me know what it was a bit more specifically, please. Thank you. There's a bit of a delay on this, so you guys put a message up and then I don't really know what it relates to, which is why I ask if you can mention the fabrics and things when you comment, rather than just saying yes please, because I'll have moved on to something else. So sorry Pam, sort me out with what I'm doing, please. Thank you. Yeah, so nice idea is just personalise, you know, if you're making stockings or gift bags for people. Christmas stuff doesn't have to be made in Christmas fabric. There is the option to do something else. So this was from the Disco range. The glitter balls is sold out, I'm really sorry. There is a little bit of this one left, and then I used the blue big disco balls in the middle of that. So there is some disco still left on the website if you wanted it. Like I say, Celtic Christmas is on the website. So Sarah, if you wanted to have a little look and a bit of a think or a rewatch, it is all there to have a look at. So other ideas for your Christmas gifty making things is my fabric basket pattern. Make it up in Christmas fabric, pop everybody's gifts in there, and you've got, you know, it's a present in itself, isn't it? Doesn't matter that it's Christmas fabric, it could still get used all year round. Because the way they're constructed, they're reversible, so you always put something else on the other side that's a bit of a plain blend or something like that, a bit more neutral, maybe even the blue winter checks or something if you went for the Celtic fabrics, and it's then something that they can use all year round. So that's my top tip. People you don't know what to buy for, get them, make them a fabric basket if they're worthy of making something for, of course, but make them a fabric basket and pop everything in. The meter bundle, Pam, that is yours. Thank you for sorting me out with that. Hi Anne. Right, so other options for things to make. Wristlet bags. Again, pop your present in. Nice one, especially for little ones. Bit of fabric inside. So this was gingerbreads. I have got 2 meters of this one. I've tried to only pick up fabrics that I've still got. So if you see me showing you something, I do have the fabrics. If you can't find them and you want to order some, just let me know and I can sort it. I'm not expecting you to go on the website and order. If you don't want to, just ping me a message and I will sort it for you. Yeah, so festive gingerbread, and again, make a little wristlet, but then make a little coordinating coin purse to go with it, and you've got a nice little matching gift set there. So that was one other idea. Again, wristlet bag, but a bit of a bigger pouch with it. These are great for if you've got any crafters in your family, or kids do love a pouch for hiding little people and toys and bits and pieces like that in. Little handle on it makes it really handy. Great for just chucking bits in your handbag and things as well. So it's a nice way of showing how you can use the Christmas fabrics, but then make something still that's really usable, so you get the fun of making something to pass on to other people. Patterns are available, of course, if you see anything and you want patterns. And again, the bigger project bags, toiletry bags, those sorts of things. So this is the Dashwood Wintertown fabric. So you've got your little snowman and Santa ice skating. That's what I was trying to get to. Father Christmas, Santa. I do know what's going on. It's summer and I'm confused about Christmas already. There isn't much hope for me, is there? Back to the gingerbread man, little shopper bags. And those of you that have done my sewing courses with me will know that this is my sort of go-to to get you going. But how nice is that? You go into someone's house, you're taking a bottle of wine or a box of chocolates or a tin of biscuits, do a little gift bag, and it just is a really nice idea. So they're all really easy gift ideas, where you can then just, you know, treat those nearest and dearest to something. You know, handmade presents are absolutely the best. So those were some project ideas that I'd come up with for you. If anybody needs any more information about any of those, do let me know. And then I have made some mystery bundles. So this has not got any Highland cows on it. It is not Celtic Christmas at all. It is from other Christmas collections. So there is either Lewis and Irene Christmas bundles, or Alexa's beeping at me, or there is Dashwood bundles. So they're the two that I've definitely got. I could actually do a little Johnny 3D one as well. So Fat Quarter mystery bundles, £10. Let me know. There is some of that gingerbread fabric. I never actually told you about the price of that. So this is a little Johnny one. So it is £9 a metre, and I think I've got a couple of meters of that one left. But really cute one. Would be lovely. Little apron for CC would be beautiful. If you like the gingerbread as well, actually, just because it's here, because I was sorting out for Lamport Hall's the first show I start taking Christmas fabric back to, because we're in July and we need to. So I have some gingerbread season left. So these are all half-metre pieces, and they are from gingerbread season. So Lewis and Irene, so they're 112 centimetres wide, 100% cotton. So we've got gingerbread shapes on this really sort of deep green kind of colour. We've got gingerbread forest with a little gingerbread house and a little gingerbread man, and that comes on grey or red. These are £6.50 for your half metre on these ones. You've got the festive gingerbread stripe, which is super lovely, and then you've got the little gingerbread people, because I'm not saying that they're all gingerbread men, they're gingerbread people. So they're all holding hands, and again, this is multi-directional, so coming back to the bunting idea, it doesn't matter that your gingerbread men are standing on your heads. Sarah, you can, but which gingerbread? 3D gingerbread? Let me know. I will write 1 metre of gingerbread and I will sort that out with you. So you absolutely can have a half metre of the gingerbread, 3D gingerbread man. Oh, I'm getting hungry now talking gingerbread. Lovely. So, reminder for you, happy to post out. It is £4.50 for your small parcel, £3.50 for your large letters. I didn't mention, if anyone wants to collect from any of the shows that I'm at or any of the events, just let me know. Obviously, you guys have said you're picking up, those of you that I'm seeing Monday, I will bring Monday. And I will pop everything in so you can have a good look and see if there's anything else that you want when you see it in the flesh. Brain is stopping working. Let me work this out. Dates for your diary we've done. Pop-up in Bolsover's the 11th of July, 10 to 1. Lamport Hall's the 17th to the 19th of July. That's a Northampton-based show. And the Whitwell pop-up's the 25th of July, and that's 12:30 till 3. A meter of the gingerbread, Pam. Yes, I will pop you down for that. I think we're still talking 3D gingerbread. Right, so I will load this onto YouTube as well. Yes, Sarah, the bag. Yes, gingerbread 3D. Perfect. Pam, yes, yes, Pam 3D, Sarah 3D. We're all talking 3D. Yes, so I've got you all down for that. I will bring those Monday because I'm seeing all you guys on Monday. This will go on YouTube for those of you who want to see it. Yeah, next week, I know we've done Christmas today, but you know, I had to share that collection with you. I do really, 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 I think you've gathered, love this collection. I think the colours in it are absolutely super duper lovely. So next week I thought, let's get back to the season we're actually in and talk about a bit of summer sewing. So I'm thinking bees, butterflies, garden prints, those sorts of things. So that'll be next week for you. So thanks guys for tonight. It is, what are we on? 26 minutes past. I'm all right tonight for time, aren't I? Last week I got a little bit carried away and overran. So yeah, thanks as always. If you're watching back and you want to order anything, just drop me a message. Feel free to email me if you want to see anything or know anything more about anything. Let me know. And yeah, thanks ever so much, everybody. I will see you next time for our 6 o'clock live on Facebook.